see what happens. George, happy Friday to you, my friend.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I hear there's golfing in the weekend plans.
There is. I wanted to golf yesterday, but my connection didn't quite work out. But I am golfing Sunday with my buddy Terry.
Ah, cool. As you know, a lot of people are sedentary while getting to their healthy weight. Their joints aren't, I guess, strong enough, flexible enough to handle the impact of motion.
There's a lot of different reasons that occurs. Sometimes people get plantar fasciitis, and even though they know they should be walking, they know they should be running, they don't because it hurts to do that. But you know, they're eating better, they're taking supplements, and they're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. But maybe they need to have their supplements tweaked by somebody like you or me. And there are supplements you can take that deal with inflammation.
And I'm just going to hold two up. Two of the more popular ones are Xymane for the more acute phase of inflammation. You freshly tweaked your knee or strained your back. The Pro-Ends to keep the chronic inflammation in check. And
with that in mind, and going on the idea that you have plantar fasciitis or you tweak your knee, you should go to someone like me and get treated, get adjusted.
I notice you have a lot of fun toys back here.
So let's talk about plantar fasciitis, and let's talk about scraping the plantar fascia. These are rock blades, and they're a very good, if you can see, this says Rock Tape. I'm very familiar with this company. I've done a lot of work with them when I was with the rehab board and the rehab console. You can see once again it says Rock Blade. And these are great tools to do soft tissue work with.
I think you had scraped me when I was having that trouble with the tendon over here.
That would be another reason I would do that. And let's go with some of the injuries that happen, you know, in the first couple weeks of the football season, where people are getting like muscle injuries in their calves or, you know, in their thighs. And there are a bunch of tools that you can use. You know, this is from TheraBand, another company I've done a lot of work with when I was with the rehab council and the rehab board. And there's a lot of really good products out there that you can buy to deal with those muscle injuries.
I like using this, particularly on my neck after it gets sore from yard work. It seems to work.
And if you notice, hold that up there, Bob. All three of these are a little different, and they do slightly different functions that will enable you to deal with some of those conditions that could arise. And here is my ultimately favorite tool for those kind of conditions.
What makes it favorite, George?
It's by Dr. Fuji.
Dr. Fuji, huh?
And he was one of the vendors at the last rehab console meeting that I was at. And I used to be a spokesperson for this company. I haven't done much with them lately, but I just love their products. And this is one of their products, and this is a great product. I own some of their products, and this would be one of them. And what I like about this, you know, you can buy a lot of less expensive items similar to this, keywords similar, on Amazon, but they do one function or the other. What I like about this is, I'm going to turn it on here, okay, and you can see it tells you the percent of power I have, and now it has different settings.
Well, that's quiet.
It's quiet, and if you notice, and I don't know how much you can see, it's moving in multiple vectors.
Look at that vibrate on me.
So it's doing, and this is at the lowest setting, and here's the setting I typically do, and let's talk about that knee. And let's say Bob, his left knee was bothering him. I could put this right here.
That feels good, George.
And I could break up adhesions there, increase the circulation, and so on and so forth. And you can see I'm still at a high percentage, so I have plenty of power left. And a lot of times people will, and sometimes it's okay to do that, to buy the clone products, and that's all well and fine. But this here, it does a combination. If you were noticing, it moves in multiple vectors, so it's doing a combination of like vibration, oscillation, and you're doing multiple treatments out of that one device. Where a lot of the clone devices you buy, they either just vibrate, or they just oscillate, or they're doing vertical or elliptical movement, and it's just not the same. This does it all, and all in the same motion.
So what's the takeaway here? Once you decide I no longer want to be sedentary, because being sedentary is the new smoking. If you listen to it, it's all the rage. So healthy motion is good for you, but somebody like George, who understands the human body, can support you while trying to get active again. Because let's face it, you're going to strain and tweak muscles, and you don't want to be on the sidelines. You want to keep building your healthy motion.
Well, ironically, the reason we're doing this is because I had a patient today who came in to tell me that his son is on the local high school's track team, junior high's track team,
Right.
And my oldest granddaughter is also on the junior high track team.
Oh, wow.
And she finished 27th out of 100 today, my daughter told me. But the point of this is that, my daughter used to be very athletic and used to run, and this patient of mine also used to be very athletic and used to run, among playing other sports. My daughter was a good golfer too. But anyway, they went out to do things to support their children, their child, and boy, are they feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
So, the point is, like, you could go on the deflame diet, deflame your body, take the right supplements, but sometimes you think you're taking the right supplements, but you need someone like Bob or I to really tweak it. Like if you have plantar fasciitis, or you have that knee pain, or hip pain, or some type of neck pain, joint pain, sometimes you need to take the right supplements as opposed to just taking supplements.
And don't forget about the importance of hydration.
Well, this is the next thing I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to explain to you a little concept people don't understand. So they're going to go out and they're going to run, like I just alluded to with my granddaughter and my patient's son. And they're going to go ahead and run, and they're going to drink water, and they're going to think because they're drinking a lot of water that they're taking care of the hydration need. But actually, the reality of it is they're making it worse. Because what they're doing is they're diluting their electrolyte balance. So now...
That's key right there, what you just said.
So now what you really should do, this is a shaker bottle, and Bob doesn't have a shaker in there, but what you do with a shaker bottle, there are products like Liquid IV, and it comes in different flavors: lemon, lime, watermelon, orange, raspberry, strawberry. And you can put that in there, and you can make a 22-ounce glass of water with electrolytes in it, and you can replenish your electrolytes, and then you can fill that back up if you need to with water, and now you're actually hydrating. And that would be the key.
I worked out yesterday after work, and the proof is that I posted it on Facebook. I'm working on building these guys up. When I was done, I drank down my branched chain amino acids, added a little bit of collagen and a little bit of whey protein to it, to go from a catabolic state back to an anabolic state, and to support the recovery process. I am not sore today, thank God.
Well, another thought on that is this. So normally I drink one of these a day, every day. And normally, Bob and I were having this discussion earlier, I take one of each of these every day, prophylactically, ongoing,
Natural
perpetually.
anti-inflammatories, yeah.
So anyway, if you know you're going to work out and you're working out, you should do 2 of these rather than 1. And you should take 2 of these rather than 1.
Right.
Or possibly even 3, like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, rather than 1 that you take ongoing prophylactically. And you should do an extra 1 of these. Maybe, depending on how hard your workout was, if you did, aerobic training. or if you just did weight training, depending on what you did, you might want to do even 2 of these rather than just one extra one. You might want to do 3 that day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, as opposed to just doing 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening.
But the real key is, if you're going to be a weekend warrior, if you're not going to be doing this all the time, or you're coming from a sedentary lifestyle into an active lifestyle, seek the help of somebody that can help you out and guide you.
Movement is good. So let me tell you about another patient I saw, ironically, early this morning. He for whatever reasons, his core has become weak, and he started training. And the problem with the training he's doing is his weak core.
Right.
Well, so now they're trying to help him with his core. So he goes in, they kind of do some soft tissue work, and then they have him exercising. And that just kind of undid everything they did with the soft tissue work. And what he realized, without me telling him, but I'm going to tell everybody watching this video, is he realized that what he should have did was got adjusted,
right,
then went in, let them do the soft tissue work, and then went ahead and exercised to strengthen his core. Because if you exercise a dysfunctional muscle, you create greater dysfunction. So,
and how good is that?
And how good is that? So if you see somebody like me, and I do chiropractic corrective care, and you exercise a functional joint, you create greater function. It's simple as that.
And you're going to recover and heal better. So anyway, I hope you take some of this to heart and put it to good use. I know George will be doing most of this before he hits the golf course. I'm sure he's
on
not
Sunday
going to go.
and afterward.
I'm sure he's not going to go just swing that golf club.
Right. Especially since I haven't played in about 6 weeks.
But anyway, I wish you well. Any closing remarks?
So let me explain to what I'm actually going to do. So I'm going to take my morning supplements, which some of them include anti-inflammatories, both acute and chronic. Then I'm going to do a shaker bottle of my electrolytes. I use liquid IV.
Right.
And then I'm going to go golf. And while I'm golfing, I'm going to fill my shaker bottle back up with water and kind of drink the water while I'm playing. And then when I'm done, I'm going to drink another bottle with liquid IV to replenish everything I lost during that round of golf.
There you go.
And because I'm pre-treating myself with anti-inflammatories, hopefully the next day I don't feel like a truck ran me over and I'm sore and stiff as any of you can imagine.
But if you do, you happen to have a lot of friends that do what you do, and you can make a call or two.
And it's good to do that. It's very good to do that. Carl Muller, Danny Craig, to mention a few. So anyway, in closing, what I want to stress here is it's all great to, change your lifestyle and change your diet and incorporate supplements. But if you're going to do that, you need the help of individuals like Bob and I that are going to get you on track for the right diet and the right supplements. And there are a lot of methods out there you can use to kind of help with that. Like you could do hair analysis, which is one of the most accurate ways to determine what's going on in your system. And most importantly, movement is good. You got to activate yourself. I can't stress that anymore. Movement is good. Activate yourself. But if you need help doing that, once again, there's people like me out there. Adjust that knee, adjust that low back, shoulder, whatever's going on.
And these are some pretty cool tools you get to play with.
Plantar fasciitis, and let someone who's an expert treat those conditions so you can live and make that lifestyle change and live that healthy life.
There you go. Well, George, till we meet again, it's been a good few weeks.
It's been great, and Bob and I will be back, and we want everybody out there to have a great day.
You guys be well, and I'm going to end this right here and right now. Take
care.
Bye now.